These beautiful people would not be here today if it wasn't for the diverse talents that led to their production. The creator of My Works had the idea to start a cooperative while he was visiting Guatemala, and he saw the Mayan women's beautiful artwork. He also saw the bad economic shape these women were in. My Works was then created. A volunteer at My Works realized that the Mayan women's distinctive crochet would make beautiful keep-over. My Works needs the key code and other creations to stay in business, and the Mayan women need My Works to manage their business so they can make money to support themselves and their families. Writing my Torah helped me understand that by studying the Torah carefully, I was able to see a connection that I hadn't noticed before. The colors of the tabernacle reminded me of the importance of diversity, and as you leave here today, I hope you also take that lesson. Thank you. I'd like to thank Heather and Tiffany for helping me prepare for my service, and my whole family for helping me in a lot of ways, because my last sheet with my thank yous, I don't have it.
That's my boy.